In the 21st century, robots have ceased to be merely the stuff of science fiction. They are already among us, learning, adapting, and becoming an integral part of our technological civilization. But in the global race for dominance in humanoid robotics, on one side, the United States, with figures like Tesla Optimus and Boston Dynamics setting the pace of innovation. On the other, China, rapidly scaling up industrial production of humanoids for military and manufacturing. A third, historic robotics leader is returning to the stage, unexpectedly but confidently, Japan. And it is doing so not with just another prototype, but with a truly ambitious claim to leadership. The robot that symbolizes Japan's technological comeback is Kawasaki Kido. This humanoid robot is more than just a mechanical achievement. It is a symbol of a new national philosophy in a country facing a demographic crisis, striving to preserve quality of life and redefine the very concept of the robot of the future. Kido is Japan's answer to the challenges posed by both China and the United States. Developed by the industrial giant Kawasaki Heavy Industries, Kido incorporates decades of engineering expertise in aviation, motorcycle manufacturing, precision mechanics, and automation. Most importantly, it is the result of merging this deep knowledge with the latest advances in artificial intelligence, computer vision, and cognitive modeling. Kido stands 180 centimeters tall and weighs about 85 kilograms. It looks like a human and moves like one. In fact, its movements are so precise and fluid that at first glance, one might think it is a real person in an exoskeleton. Its movement is based on balance control using gyroscopes, trajectory prediction, and stability algorithms, as well as adaptive models that analyze in real time the functioning of all joints, the center of gravity, and external forces. This allows the robot to climb stairs, maintain balance when bumped, carry loads, help a person get up from the floor, or even remain stable on an inclined surface. Kido was originally designed as an experimental platform, but by the fourth generation, it had become the foundation of a full-fledged strategic program to integrate humanoid robots into various aspects of life. Japan understands that its future depends not so much on the size of its working-age population as on the ability to replace disappearing human labor with robots, without disrupting traditional social norms or cultural values. In this sense, Kido is not just a warehouse worker replacement. It is a being capable of living in human environments, understanding context, operating under uncertainty, and emotionally adapting to the user. The integration of artificial intelligence into Kido marked a new stage in its evolution. It can now analyze speech, tone, and emotional reactions, anticipate human intentions, and adapt to a person's emotional state. For example, if a user speaks slowly and with a downcast voice, Kido can slow its own responses, switch to a soothing speech mode, or even offer assistance. Its AI, built on a hybrid architecture, combines neural networks, probabilistic inference algorithms, and an adaptive behavior tree. Thanks to this system, Kido can learn, remember the unique interaction style of a specific person, and build a behavioral model that closely mimics natural human communication. Most importantly, it can make decisions in situations where no predefined instructions exist. This is what sets it apart from most industrial robots, which operate strictly according to scripts. Kido is a system capable of interpreting uncertainty and acting within it. Its sensor array includes over 100 sensors: pressure, acceleration, touch, positioning, and visual recognition. High-resolution cameras located in its eyes work together with computer vision algorithms to identify objects, faces, emotions, and even gestures. It does not merely see objects, it understands the situation. This is precisely what makes Kido an ideal candidate for use in healthcare, elderly care, assistance for people with disabilities, and disaster response. Imagine a scenario: a collapsed building after an earthquake where rescuers cannot reach. That is when Kido is deployed. It navigates the rubble, assesses the situation, communicates with survivors, transmits information, and can even carry a person out from under the debris. In hospitals, it assists doctors by handing over instruments, offering psychological support to patients. Its emotional neural network even allows it to adapt facial expressions and voice tone to create a sense of safety and trust. All of this elevates the robot from the category of tool to that of partner. Unlike American robots focused on cargo handling or patrolling, and Chinese robots aimed at mass industrial deployment, the Japanese philosophy is to create a robot that respects human nature. Kido is not just a labor force. It is a new form of intelligence, one that does not replace the human, but complements them, eases their burdens, and helps preserve dignity even in the most difficult situations. But most importantly, Kido is not standing still. Kawasaki is already actively working on an upgraded version with extended autonomy, integration with 5th and 6th generation networks, the ability to work collectively with other robots, and cloud-based learning. In the future, Kido will not only follow commands but interact with other artificial intelligence systems, drones, home devices, smart vehicles. It will become part of a global intelligence, where each device is a fragment of a unified cognitive network. And this is where Japan's hidden strength lies. While other countries develop artificial intelligence solutions in isolation, Japan is designing a holistic ecosystem where the robot is not an isolated executor, but a vital link between humans and the digital world. This kind of strategic thinking is what allows the country to push forward and challenge even giants like Tesla or Unitree. But even an advanced robot like Kido cannot stand alone. To foster emotional connection and provide constant companionship in daily life, Kawasaki has introduced another robot, Friends. This is Kido's companion, not focused on physical strength but on social empathy. Friends is much smaller in size but far more sensitive to voice, intonation, and facial expressions. It does not carry heavy loads, but it can sense moods, speak, joke, comfort, and uplift spirits. It can be a companion for an elderly person, a guide for a child, a helper in a supermarket, or simply a loyal friend at home. In tandem with Kido, it serves as a mediator, translating, explaining, guiding, and making interaction with the larger robot more gentle and human. Together, they form the perfect model, the physically strong, technically precise, and cognitively advanced Kido, and the emotionally adaptive, socially oriented Friends. These are not just robots. They are a new form of symbiosis between humans and machines. And this is the model of the future that Japan wants to present to the world. Not the iron rule of technology, but a harmonious coexistence where artificial intelligence enhances rather than erodes the human experience. And perhaps, it is in this very approach that Japan's true technological advantage for the coming decades lies. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and leave a like. See you next time.